My God, I think I'm ready. Can you imagine being ready? I can't. I always feel like I'm not at all ready. But here I am. Hi, how you doing? But he gets the storm. Well, last time I got lucky question mark and got two negative modifiers on my last settlement, which is why I'm sitting at 16 seal fragments. Pretty nice. Speaking of negative modifiers, we're gonna go with the Stormant column quest, because this will give me 20 amber for the duration of the cycle, which sounds amazing. And yeah, getting any early game bonus is really important on your journey forward. So we're just gonna play with no food, and we're just gonna make it work. Um, starting with 10 people sounds pretty nice. Not gonna lie. 9 would be okay too. I can't look at the food though because that'll all vanish. So like none of this. The grain might stick around. I'm not sure. That's like kind of counted as a halfway productive material because it's non-edible by itself. But I think, starting with the clay and the pottery seems like the obvious choice here. So there's just what do I want to bring otherwise? Uh, well, I mean, there's always this. It's just like, I'm gonna need food. Well, hey, what if you just started with all this? Be nice if I found the ranch. I could feed my grain to animals, get food that way. But otherwise, we're probably going to be relying on gathering real fast, and we'll see. By the way, I have tried before to like add starting food and like, oh well, surely I can get around it if I just, spend my precious embarkation point. Nope. Just that gets eaten too. So you're giving your embarkation bonuses to the ants. That's what's happening. Anyway, Prestige 6 as usual because it's where I'm most comfy. It's when Amber is still worth something. At some point, I might bump it up to Prestige 11 as my normal, just because, well, it's a it's it's a good halfway point. But anyway, let's see where we are. Horrors from Beneath. -10 resolve to anyone working in the mines. I don't usually build a lot of mines that won't affect me too much. Slower food production during the storm sucks, but oh well. Unnatural erosion sucks a lot. Uh, Pay 5 oil or just random resource nodes will be destroyed. Which is rough, given that there's not a lot of fertile ground and we're kind of depending on resource nodes to eat. And then there's also strange lights. People might break their stuff while they're making it. Sucks. Kind of nasty forest mysteries today, but we will make do. Probably. So anyway, do my usual dual woodcutter camps here. The forest around here does not produce a whole lot of wood or fabric, so it's not gonna be a comfy start. Let's just say that. Anyway, let's see what we get. Kiln can stretch our fuel supplies pretty far, but I think supplier is like the obvious choice here. We got beavers, and we have leather from trees, so water skin seems like a really obvious choice here. The ability to make flour only biscuits and 2-star planks is just great to start out with, so I'm pretty happy to take a supplier. And then the workshop shows up. Boy, do I just click on that and be very happy about it. 2-star fabric and bricks will come in real handy for real long. Sure will. Yeah. And the ranch. Ooh, good start it. Very good start. The workshop is like, if I could always start with the workshop, I would be very happy indeed. But that'd be too good. Anyway, we definitely want to find some fertile ground, get a farm up, get the ranch going. The ranch will mean uh, we can make meat and leather, we can make water skins, we can pickle goods, start making biscuits. We're set up for some pretty okay stuff to start out with, I would say. Apart from the whole, you know, we immediately start starving to death. But nothing's perfect. As a reminder, I have the chat minigame up if you wish to join me, help me or hurt me. Either way, it works. So I feel a little zoomed in too. Hang on. There we go. It's fine. That's fine. That's fine, and I refuse to worry about it anymore. Alright, what's our cornerstone? Reinforced axes is really nice. We'll probably be low on fuel for most of the game, so getting more wood more fast sounds good to me. Orders are here, though I'm gonna wait for the workshop and the ability to I'm gonna wait for the workshop and the ability to make housing before I pop that open. Where was that fertile ground again? This way? This way. Yeah, okay. Should lean on woodcutting in that direction. It's not crazy to do that regardless. Alright. Go there. I think it's fine to just put my last remaining person on plank production and fabric. We only get leather from the trees here, so this is going to be our only source of fabric. Awkwardly. I started with plenty of clay, so we can make a bunch of bricks right away. I think it's mostly stone in this forest. Yeah, it's mostly stone. In fact, it's almost all stone. I think you get clay as a byproduct of mining copper. But yeah, that's not something you can really depend on. Yeah. I would like 2 people on the workshop, to be honest. Maybe I could just have 1 less woodcutter. But we need both the humans collecting the eggs for surezies because we have no food. And that can be a problem. What with the whole starving thing? Like to avoid that, ideally. So yeah, I'm just gonna speed through things. I'll pop the orders once we have a good amount of planks. Granted, I may as well put a park here, or maybe like, I don't know, maybe I can save this area for like a building. No, it's fine. I'm gonna do my usual pretty park thing. Right in front of the hearth, so everyone enjoys it. Plenty of place to sit. We love it. Okay. We have some food, so hunger stack should be cleared slowly. That'll be lovely. That's a long way to go for sustainable food. But oh well. This is what happens when you know, play a modifier that ups the difficulty. How many planks are we sitting on? We're sitting on 8 right now. I want 12 before I open up the orders. So I can build 2 big shelters and get speedy real estate done just in case, because that's a timed order. Definitely worth pursuing because it's easy and something you want to do anyway. Also, wouldn't be crazy to just queue up some beaver houses immediately. Also wouldn't be crazy to like put them in a place where there's room already. But, you know. Why do a smart thing when dumb thing work fine? Exactly. You are a veritable font of wisdom, Chris. Beaver resolve is low. Yeah, homelessness will do that. I mean, I certainly don't mind stopping a bit of wood cutting right now, given that we need about 1 billion things built. So, I don't know. 2 builders seems fine. You will take up a couple of our planks, but yeah, you know, whatever. We'll just unbuild them if we need to. Alright, new group has arriving. We do have to be a little cautious about it. Bringing them in will bump us up a hostility level, but that should be fine. Put the lizard on the hearth, and that takes care of that. In fact, we can get back to full woodcutting again, which is pretty nice. Not gonna lie. I would love to put the lizard on the trapper's camp for the bonus production right now, but while the storm exists, kind of have to leave the lizard on the hearth, otherwise people start leaving and freaking out and being very unhappy. None of which I want to have happen, as it turns out. 0 or 6. Yeah. We're not looking at having a lot of planks right now, which is kind of weird. Maybe I should have focused that. Maybe I should have used the tools that the game gives me in order to focus on the things I need faster. Mayhap. I mean, we have planks enough that it exists that would be able to make quick housing, so... I mean, is it time? It's probably just time already. I want to bust into these glades to get to the fertile ground, obviously. So, opening up orders to see, hey, should I open glades for my orders? Seems good, especially since I'm ready to open them up. So mayhaps I will. Let's see what we get. Camps and rich harvest. Funnily enough, I don't think the Harvester's Camp can be used on this map whatsoever. But I'm still probably going to click on it because it's 3 precious parts and a fairly easy ask, so let's do that. TikTok is great because you want to do dangerous glades anyway. The wildfire essence is very valuable, and there's a lot of mining potential on this map, so +1. So doubling all the copper we gather sounds terrific. And we have this. They're both pretty okay. Botanist means more food from fertile ground, though we're not set up for that at all. Big deliveries, fairly straightforward. And the +1 to plank reduction would be especially good, especially with how little wood there is here. So I guess we'll go with that. Didn't find speedy real estate or break into glade orders. Since we're about to get our second set of orders, I might actually look for open glade orders in that one too. Because it's about to pop, so why not wait on it? Okay. Gear 2. Open glades? I mean, that's technically opening glades. You're not wrong. +1 to doubling all of our egg gathering does sound like extremely good, though. Like, extremely good. It's gonna be hard to pass that up. There is coal on the map, so getting the precious wildfire essence is pretty good. Is there any way to get Beaver Resolve to 24 right now? Like, certainly eventually I can. The extra wood cutting speed is nice, gosh. Let me blow my nose while I think on it. I'm going with important delivery. I can't explain why, it just feels right. Our legendary cornerstone has arrived. Crowded Houses is fine. It's very strong with housing upgrades. Sort of hoping for something a little more potent out of my first one. Yeah, not so much. Protected trade is pretty good if you do a lot of trading. I don't know if we're in a trading game yet. Mist Piercers ain't bad. I am kind of like on the prowl for fertile ground right now, and I'm not overly worried about impatience for this game. Dual carriage system is also very nice for efficiency. Like very, very nice for efficiency. Prosper Settlement also ain't bad, for sure. If you plan to do a lot of selling, that can go really hard. I think this is Mist Piercers. I rarely take Mist Piercers because, like, I don't like the extra impatience from opening things I will open anyway. But spotting fertile ground might be a difference maker, given that I invested pretty much all of my starting resources into fertile ground buildings, which Would have been something I shouldn't have done if I had noticed that we were on the mushroom forest where there's very little fertile ground, but I didn't, so here we are. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Or there, or there, or there, or there, or there. Yeah, so it's here, obviously. And then I guess that? It's a little ugly, but it does, like, work. We have some escaped convicts in this glade. Interesting. That takes tools, rocks, or training gear. I believe we have only 10 tools right now, and it takes 15 to clear that. We don't have rocks, so there's a stone deposit there. This just has eggs. Any of these have rocks in them? This has some rocks. That could solve it. What's this one? Fallen Beaver Traders. What's that take? I think that's paying for the funeral, which means I need, like, oil, incense, and amber. Like, I need amber and, like, some kind of, like, good for the funeral, which is, like, oil, incense, scrolls, maybe tea or something. I forget what the other ones are. We're not really set up to do that yet. Could just loot them. That's perfectly viable and perfectly fine. Hmm. Could also welcome in the convicts. That's also not crazy to think about. It is early enough that I wouldn't mind the extra help. Yeah, maybe breaking into that glade is just fine. What's in here, by the way? Some food, some people. Okay, that's good to know. Alright, we're gonna break into here. Also gonna drop a trading post. Right, I don't need to. Can't wait till there's like a better spot for it, if I really care to. It's fine. Sure. Alright, escaped convicts. The 20 amber is real nice, don't get me wrong. But I think I'm just gonna persuade them to join. I will need to cut back on wood cutting to do this. That will, however, require me to cut 2 woodcutters, which I guess I'll just suck up and be fine with. Definitely need the stonecutters camp down. We'll put down the harvesters camp as well, just to get the camps thing done. We're not really set up to start building materials yet. Yeah. Seems like we're fine for the moment. We will clear out space for housing over here and call it good. Join us! It's an empathy event too, so that's a little bonus. Maybe I'll get the hostility reduction for every empathy event you get thing. Ooh. Would have loved the tool shop blueprint. Oh well. Didn't expect to get much out of him with no amber and nothing to sell. I have nothing to sell, right? I do have wood, but not a particularly large amount of it. Sell, and that's a poor choice. And it wouldn't get me anything good, so I'm just gonna not. Let's persuade these folks over. So it'll actually get me the scrolls I need to help the fallen, to get a funeral for the fallen beaver traders, which has some value, to be sure. But I'll have to see about it later. Anyway, camps are done. Let's get rid of some of that hostility. Or get back some of that hostility. Get rid of some of the impatience. Bump up in hostility level, unfortunately. What interesting choices here. Form is certainly okay. 15% to double all yields is always nice. Tools would also be really handy given how many packs we have, caches we have sitting around. Though with the amount of rocks we have, I can just, you know, crack them for the stuff in them. It's not an insane idea. I do really enjoy using the tools to get my last reputation points in. We don't need tea, and this is not the... I mean, 2-star wine is fine, that's all we'd get from the Alchemist Hut. This would be really a... Alchemist Hut is a really great pick in other games, but other maps, but not one where there's a ton of copper that you want to turn into bars. I really was hoping to find copper smelting from this blueprint, but I did not. It's very much leaning towards the smithy. I will definitely enjoy better pipes than the packs of trade goods, as well as the tools. It's definitely worth picking up. Well, let's get someone on stone cutting real quick too. Definitely going to need housing for this next storm. I am treading a bit of a dangerous line right now. But I'm lazy. And I'm lackadaisical. I will almost certainly need housing for the lizard. Soon to be Z. 3, 2, 1, bam. Alright. Wonderful. We got there. We could swap you there. Definitely want the lizards collecting eggs now. Because that's all we have to eat. Beavers all go back to wood cutting, and now we finally have people. Praise be. Yeah. 2 builders, a person on the warehouse, and these 2 will deliver the goods back, and we'll be good. Alright. This amount of people will be very, very helpful. Quite a bit. And nicely, all of the food nodes in here are 1-star, so I can collect them right away, which is pretty sick. I like that a lot. Still have to focus on punching over to here, but we're on our way. Getting through all of these trees is not a it's not a small endeavor. That is for sure. We actually only need the one lizard house, don't we? Yeah. Cool. That should help our resolve considerably. And we have plenty of food. I'm a little bit worried about sustaining this level of population on a single small trappers camp, but it's been working fine so far, so, you know. Mostly thanks to the fact that, you know, we get mushrooms from chopping down trees, but why lampshade that? What if it's actually due to my brilliant colony management? Hmm? Yeah, what if it was that? Exactly. But that didn't occur to you. Can I bring in more people? Like, don't think it'll change much. I mean, just two seems fine. Again, don't think it'll change much. Alright. Definitely an unsustainable amount of negative resolve. Gotta hit back down to 1. We'll run as many as we can, but that's about it. Yeah, that's about all I can do right now. C'est la vie. Alright. We are minorly set up now, so I need to start thinking about my orders. Which means the kitchen, the building materials, getting towards this glade. Really need this whole place just clear cut as fast as possible, really. Which is funny given how few woodcutters I can handle right now. But it is what it is, isn't it? Might have been a chance to like put a lizard on the hearth for his giant boost resolve and then like sit at level 2 if I had more housing, but I don't. So that's that. You know what would be actually very smart of me? I have a storm geyser. I could just pipe up the workshop and actually get the stuff I need to build my town faster. That'd be good. That'd be smart and good. Maybe I should do that. Mayhap. We have too many builders and not enough supplies. Unfortunately. Also, let's prioritize this. Any planks stuck in limbo? 7 are stuck in limbo there. Is that worth it? Probably worth it. I hate how worth it that is, but it's probably worth. Yeah. Get our priorities on speeding up our building material production. That'll do fine for us. Alright. Back to full-on woodcutting. I might actually want to consider a third woodcutter at this point. We definitely don't need this many people in the warehouse for sure. We do have a lot of excess labor that we're not using. And speeding up the clear cutting would speed up the game substantially. And I don't think I'm set up to get resolve points from low hostility during the off-storm seasons. Hmm. not producing any herbs. Firekeeper armor can be nice if you're having trouble with blight, but this is prestige 6, so I won't. Silent looting. I mean, I am set up sort of for tool production once I find a way to smelt copper. So like, taking this early is pretty good. Frequent patrol is kind of, you know, a sister to silent looting, as every cache you open lowers hostility. But this is retroactive and this isn't, so if I want to take silent looting, now is in fact the time, so I'll click it. One last chance to see open glades as a thing. Hi. Do a corruption decision and rebuild 2 ruins. This is just like, hey, would you like to gamble? Because there's no way I can ensure any of this. Carpenter's kind of superfluous. I already have 2-star planks and tools, and luxury goods are very rarely useful. Tools would be nice, and the saw blades would be nice, don't get me wrong, but I think I'm not. Clan Hall would be especially good this game, so I think Training Grounds is a fine choice. We'll pick on that. Ooh. Oh. Dang. This would have been a really good one to get, but I'm nowhere close to being able to do this. Like, I could make the provision packs. I could shove mushrooms in the crop packs, and I do have a smithy for trade goods, but it would take like 2 makeshift posts to produce all of this within 6 minutes, and that's if I had the materials for it, which I do not. So this is, as much as the rewards make me salivate, I can't. This is just impossible. So I guess I'll click on Liquid Luck. I was planning on making some wine for the dudes anyway. Yeah, I don't have anywhere close to the materials I need for that, sadly. Alright. Oh, hello Zorg. I would have loved some steel pickaxes, but we do not have it. And you really don't have much of anything, if I'm being frank. Maybe in a different game I'd have been happy to see the generous donation, but right now, I'm not. A lot of hostility, but oh well. Yep, still need 2 more planks. I'm a wee bit surprised the warehouse person hasn't delivered those yet. Because they will take goods out of the queue if they're needed. Okay, there we go. How we doing on those? Certainly have plenty of eggs, that's for sure. Ooh. Now that I have made a geyser bump, I am reminded that I desperately need a blight post, and that is highest of the high priorities, because there's a very good chance we will get to 100% corruption during the storm, and that would be bad. So let's pipe up the workshop, basically double the speed of all production. That should help tremendously for all the building materials we need. Yep, we are indeed corrupted. Food is still very tentative right now, even though we have a very nice amount of food. So I'm probably not going to put a lizard on here for happiness as much as I enjoy doing that. I think one person making purging fire throughout the clearance will be enough to get us below 100% corruption, which will be perfectly adequate. Yeah, we'll just cut into here, that's all fine. Cut into here, that's all fine. I could also use some space over here, and if I'm running this many woodcutters, I certainly can spread out our forces enough to accommodate for that, so I will. Our forces. Makes it sound like our woodcutters are an army. Go, my troops! Fight the foul trees with all of your being. But there's no dwarves in this game. This joke doesn't make sense. Counterpoint. Arrest that man. For sedition. Bringing random people seems fine to me. Need another lizard house, though. And now I can put a lizard on the blight post to make him happy schmappy, which we will be happy to do. We're good on the housing we have queued up, but we still need, you know... We still need a ton of it built, is the thing. I might be shooting myself... I might be ingraining bad playstyle by insisting on really nice housing go up and not any shelters. I probably am, to be fair, but it's just like, you know... I'm stuck on wanting to have my settlements be both nice and efficient. And if that means playing unoptimally, then so be it. We can almost certainly handle level 2 hostility by now, right? 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 I mean, we can. Ish. Definitely not ideal. But it'll be fine, probably. I'm a little surprised I haven't found like a huge copper vein yet, but you know, it's a very solvable problem given that I can just hover over the glaze and be like, oh look, some copper. So, you know, why not use the tools available to you to solve your problems? That's crazy talk. That doesn't sound right at all. Who does that? Weirdos do that, I bet. Weirdos. If the lizard happiness gets low, I'll probably just put one on the blight post and call it a day. Alternately, I could make the smithy and put him in there and call it a day. There are certainly options. Sure would love for pickled goods to start being a thing. Making water skins and putting mushrooms into water skins. Don't ask me how that works. It would be really, really helpful for our resolve issues right now. It would be very, very handy. How we doing? We have no blight. Lovely. You can get an extra builder we don't need whatsoever. That'll be great. I love builders that we don't need whatsoever. Plan the expansion? Yeah. We've already maxed out on the people we need in our first one, so may as well. Ooh, look, all the housing's been built. Great. Well, most of the housing's been built. Still lacking a few beaver housing, but everyone else has got some. That's good. The hearth has leveled up, which is very, very nice. The extra production speed is lovely, along with the extra resolve. Alright. Unfortunately, lizards are upset, so I guess we're gonna put you in the blight post and call it okay. Given how many planks we need, it's probably like fine for me to start putting people in the supplier to help make planks instead of just leaving them there. This is up now. So yeah, eggs, pottery, water skin, that's fine. We also want to make jerky out of whatever meat we have. Just keep 30 around, I suppose, that's fine. 80 pickled goods, that's also fine. Love to also make biscuits if we have anything to make biscuits with, but we don't, so there's that. We have mushrooms, actually. We can turn mushrooms into flour, and my cat just walked in the room. Hello. I would love it if you didn't open the door and had me disturb people. Yeah. But you can come up here and disturb me, hello, and get pets. You want lap time? She had the patience for a single ear scratch. You take what you can get. Alright, this area is pretty well cleared out. I need this area cleared out for space around the hearth, and you can get back to the project of getting to that dangerous glade we need so much. I think a little temporary road down here is not crazy. Sandy, come here. Come here, you cutie. My cutie kitty. Who's my cutie? Yeah, it's you. Ooh, I cannot wait to reassign people to woodcutting. In fact, I may as well do that now. Because we'll be fine at this point. Cool. Oh no, the lizards, they're leaving. Whatever shall I do? Spend 26 food to double my fertile ground. Seems okay. Can I sell my food? No. Farleth unfortunately does not have the food. Ooh, he does have the smelter. That's really, really good for us, actually. Ooh. 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 I sell my starting tools for that? Maybe. I mean, I'd be selling my tools to get the ability to make tools, which is kind of funny, but acceptable. We've got spare fabric. Not using it too much. I can spare me a little wood. I think this is okay. Weirdly. Yeah, the smelter is in fact that important. If we're planning on mining copper, which we are. Once we get a metal industry up, start making training gear no less, that's oof. A lot of good things to say about that. Unfortunately, I can't sell any of my food. But I do think this is worth it. This will mean a lot more sustainability. So I'll click it. I'm already very much set up to do Power the Storm right now. So I may as well. Making purging fire more efficient saves you a lot of fuel. So sounds good to me. Love to pop this glade while Farleth is here, just in case I have missed something with what I need to do this. Ooh, in fact, I think I need amber for it. Come to think of it. Oof. I already traded away a lot of my valuable stuff. Which is a little rough. You guys go over here, help out. That's how much we need this area cleared out. Ah. Oh god, my throat. It's dying. Help. Legit though, I need some water. Going to let things run a bit while I get some tap water. Hi Sandy, yep, I'm leaving. Oh, you're leaving too. Okay, that's cool. Love me some tap water. This pause in the game sure does sound like Farleth is leaving, but we have yet to open the Dangerous Glade. Sure does look like that's the case. Any of these about to be chopped? One is. Will it open the glade? And no one's actively chopping it. I don't think we're popping into that. Oh well. Really great timing. Fallen Beaver Traders, yeah. You don't use scrolls for this? What? What? That's crazy. Barrels can be made in the smithy and the lumber mill. Fascinating. Like, here's the thing. It's not crazy to just let that go, honestly. I could, in theory, just leave it be. The blood flowers suck, for sure, but, like, they're not, like, game-endingly bad. I can just wait until I have the ability to make any of this. Which we'll get soonish. We're gonna get 2 orders done pretty soon. And that will get us, well, that'll get us, you know, a lot. is what that'll get us. I certainly have the extra people that I could do the Haunted Herb Garden right now. Have that done in time for before the storm hits. A little worried about how much hostility we'll have. The lizards might start wanting to leave. But if they do, I will complain about it a little bit, but otherwise be fine with it. And that's my plan. Great plan. Super great plan. The Hollowed Herb Garden is also really, really good. Like, 3-star food production is extraordinarily potent. And like, the herb garden is basically just biscuits in a single building. Usually it's bad because 1-star roots is a very inefficient way of making food. It's very rough, let's just put it that way. But 3-star is amazing. Like, super duper amazing. What's wrong with you? You're idling. Could you idle at the workplace? Okay, well, they're all working on it now. That's good. We're gonna get stacking global resolve hits soon, but with 3 people working on it, should clear relatively quickly. Anyway, all of this needs to be farm fielded. Whatever the herb garden doesn't touch, we will put a small farm into. In fact, I'll probably just put one down right now, because that will be excellent. In fact, this is going to be an absolutely absurd amount of food, which I'm quite happy for. And that should get us very well set up to basically just win. And that seems nice. I like winning. I like winning the games I play, as it turns out. Yeah. Man. What happened to all that excess labor I thought I had? I don't know. Lizard resolve is low. How much longer do we have on this? 1:33. That could get spicy, not gonna lie. Might require me to halt a bit of wood cutting, but you know. We have 3 woodcutting hams, that's already really excessive. Speaking of excessive, I could bring in more people. It's not like game ending. Definitely need good housing for them though, that's for sure. How much longer? 45 seconds? It's longer than is comfy, unfortunately. And the global resolve hits don't actually do much for me. Eek. Actually, you're better off in the Blight Post, where you can make stuff that is useful. Pity the smelter hasn't been built. Oh, the ranch is built. I don't have basically anything to feed them. Where did I get all these reeds from? I must have gotten them from, like, herpaderpaderp. From Glade events, caches, that nonsense. Makes sense. Anyway, we should get through this fine now. Probably. Really can't bring those people in yet, though. That would be a wee bit too much. Ooh, the hearth is done. Wonderful. Maybe I can bring them in that case. Another lizard on the hearth will make them quite happy. I can start moving people over to... Could do. Could do. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Done. Lovely. Alright. Beavers, back to woodcutting. We'll bring in the peoples. 8. 4, wait. 4? Oh, we have enough lizard housing already. Never mind then. We're good. We do need you on the hearth. We'll put a beaver house here, and we're more than happy to move all the extra housing over here. Because this hearth already is well stocked with people. There's a geyser pump here, so I am in fact duty bound to make pipe comfort decorations for thematic purposes, so I'm gonna do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay. We'll be like, and there's a pipe in there. It's just a normal everyday pipe, and then we'll do another bendy pipe because currents or something. Do that. Another one there, and this one is just like, oh my gosh, I'm going immediately to ground, but I'm not. I'm going this way, and I have a valve because I need to have my flow controlled. Cool. That'll be lovely. And we're back to having a lot of people again, which is great. And, best of all, we've got a hallowed herb garden, which I can spin around and move, which is great. No point in putting anyone on it for clearance right now, but this, given how much fertile soil is in this area, I am definitely going to need a warehouse nearby. Ooh, we can turn in big delivery. I'm very happy to do that. Need a mine here because we need the coal and the copper ore. Oh god, we can't put it down yet. Oh no. Ooh, a lot of really, really good stuff in this one. Surprisingly, we don't need the 2-star trappers camp as much as it feels like we would with all the meat deposits around. We already have a hallowed herb garden, so this is hilarious to have shown up. The oil would be very good, but so would the biscuits and pie. These are both very good. I mean, we're more set up for going really hard on complex food, so I think the bakery is probably the strongest choice. Can put happy lizards in there. Biscuits and pie will make a lot of people very happy. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to say no to that. I accidentally deactivated you, but that's fine. Could have done worse. I still need 12 packs of building materials and a bunch of coal. So we'll get that ready to go. I do need to give consideration to that. Which means I really could use some provision packs and the ability to like do some trading. Granted, my food's looking real sparse because I still haven't set up any of my fertile ground yet. But next year we will have more food than we could possibly use. So that's nice. Yeah, let's put a warehouse like here. That seems real good. We definitely want roads coming out here. We need our farmers to be very efficient. And they will need hearth access. Wouldn't be crazy to like put one over here too. Like just actually where the warehouse is. Warehouses. That was cool. We have no wood. We have 9 woodcutters. How are we this low on wood? That feels insane to me. We can make biscuits out of roots. So I probably don't care to use herbs right now. It'd be useful for pie for sure, but we can make pie out of a lot of things. Don't necessarily need that. Anyway, I'm going to shove this full of humans and forget about it. Leaving me with a single builder, which is not ideal. But oh well. Gonna have to prepare for this to pop next drizzle, which is like fine, honestly. We might get like we might get the things we need to pay for the funeral by popping the blood flowers, so that'll be an amusing benefit. Alright, mine here's great. Certainly have the beaver population to make good use of it. Pretty much don't really need this guy in here. He's just helping plank production. Okay, storm is hit. We absolutely have to not hit hostility 4, or terrible things will happen to us. How are we doing on 3? Probably not well enough. Yeah, that qualifies as not well enough. So I guess we're sitting on 2 for today, huh? It's a little icky, I'm not gonna lie. It's year 4. We really are hurting for complex food to be to get fully online. But, you know, I didn't exactly pick orders that were easy to handle. That's for sure. Oh yay, the egg finally got gathered. We can have the road be connected now. Huzzah! Suppose I can just fast forward through this. A little surprised this hasn't upgraded yet. Missing one single person. So why don't I kick one single person out of their house? Boom. Upgraded. 2 extra resolve points. Alright, we have the building materials we need, which is great. And we're not starving to death either, which is even better. In many ways. It says we have assists, so why aren't you killing it? Oh, it's closed off. Alright, well then, you're fine. What's your problem? We are out of wood. Like, full stop. That could be better. Alright. We have the mine. I'm gonna put as many beavers in here as we can get without absolutely tanking their resolve. Pit Pony would be extremely good upgrade because it's next to a warehouse. You might actually consider the box crib for later on. But for now, oop, how'd that happen? Oh, that's how that happened, because we're completely out of fuel. Right. That thing, the problem we have, the problem of no fuel having. Yes. Let's salvage the fuel that is stuck in storage and fix that. Oh, we finally mined out all that rock, huh? Cool. Mine out more rock, though. You thought you were done? You absolute idiot. Alright, the blood flowers have popped up. Quite a few, actually. I thought you were only supposed to spawn 2. Spawns at least 2. Well, that's a very important, that's a very important word that I ignored. What do these have? Sadly, none of it dropped incense or oil or tea, which sometimes they do drop luxury goods, so that's not fantastic. And it's going to be very hard on our food, but oh well. It's fine, it's fine. We'll get a giant harvest come clearance, and we'll be happy and healthy and fed and all that nice stuff. The not dying stuff. Titan Belt might encourage me to do some actual trading at some point, so I'll click on that button. See if I have any available. You have some available. And this is a exceptionally good price, not gonna lie. Like, that is worth selling, like, legit. It's very good. Vlies, you have... I would love the Firekeeper techniques, but we are a little low on everything's, so probably not gonna do that. Ooh, but do you have incense on you? You do. Does this take again? Incense, oil, tea, and resin. You have incense, you don't have oil, you have some tea. Slightly more expensive though, so I definitely want to stick with incense here. I mean, it's 30, right? My brain isn't just like broken. Yeah, 30. I need 30. How much would 30 incense run me? If I gave you a ton of fabric and some planks. And like a single copper ore, I guess. It's probably best, if I'm going to be giving him building materials, I should just give him building materials. And call it good. Yeah. Well, back to making building materials, huh? Though I need most of my beavers on wood cutting again. In fact, I could use all of my beavers on wood cutting right now. 7 out of 9. You can be wood cutting because we don't really super duper need the stone. All you guys gotta be there. You guys have to do the Bloodflower clones. It's really non-negotiable. You can be our one builder, I guess. Okay. I'll call that good. We will get exactly as much amber as we need from the trade route, so we'll just do that then. And I have nothing that uses incense, so in theory, should not be able to use any of it. Food is going to tank real hard. Did you move out? Did you move out? You piece. Low on food, yeah. Running 3 Bloodflowers, which eats our food. Just gonna have to get used to that message for the next 3 minutes. I do hate it, but what does one do? Felice is leaving, that's fine. Trapper's Camp has run out of eggs. At least that's a problem that's very solvable, huh? Almost entirely out of fuel, which is a little scary. I mean, I guess it's the workshop that's consuming all of our fuel because we're making a ton of building materials, which is sorely needed, don't get me wrong. Sell my last pipes. I am gonna have a lot of metal. Could use more people. So if they're bringing food, I might want to sit on this before, until the blood flowers are done. These guys do not have it though, and they have some planks and coats I could definitely use. 4 more people? That's fine. Probably. Lizard house. We'll need another beaver domicile. We'll need another human house. That'll be good. That'll get built soon, right, guys? Right? That'll get built soon. Right, guys? Right? Let's definitely max out on woodcutters again, too. God, we have so little fuel. It's a little scary to put anybody whatsoever on smelting stuff and using up our fuel. At the same time, it is something I want to have happen. And we can turn any of this into flour now. We can make water skins as well. I'd actually want to turn off planks for here because the supplier is going to be very busy when it's finally doing something. Interesting mix of everything there. Anyway, we want to definitely have wheat turn into meat, the meat turn into water skins turn into pickled goods, and pickled goods turn into happiness. And jerky. Want some jerky too. This is all fine. We're all set up. Just need the people and the harvest. The blood flowers are done. Thank goodness. I can leave these go for the moment. We can get you two working on paying for the funeral finally. I would rather not suffer through another round of 3 blood flowers if we can help it. I would also love to get TikTok done as well. Sure would. Surely indeed would. Also, we're not making biscuits here. I have made a terrible error in judgment. We're making biscuits here because it's way better. Super duper way better. Yeah, any eggs and meat can turn into pie as well. 60 here, 80 here, looks great to me. I would love it if we had some extra lizards for that, but we don't, so that's that. Yeah, we're gonna be getting a lot of our stuff done during the storm, it seems like. Oh well. Lizard resolve is low. Because too many people have no food. Well, we are working on the harvest. Woodcutter's camp has run out of wood. What? Crazy talk. These lizards are much unhappier than I thought they'd be. Really hard to afford to take somebody off the trapper's camp. They're already happy in the smelter. Needs kinda must though, huh? The hunger stacks will clear off. We have a huge harvest of many harvestable things, of a lot of raw food, so it should be fine. more or less. Okay. Stacks are cleared. Get you in the trapper's camp. I need you in the ranch also. So I need to turn all of this wheat into food. Definitely would prefer turning the reeds into fabric and saving the leather for other stuff now. But I do need cloth, so if we ever run out, make sure you make it. You on the ranch is good. No one's particularly likes working with the supplier, so that's fine. And soon we will need this bakery bacon as fast as possible. For now, we're good. I would love to pop into here for drizzle water. The Totem of Denial will take resin, incense, or oil, or scrolls, I think. So I would love to have the ability to make like incense soon before I go into there. Although, did the blood flowers get me any like bonus goods that can suffice for that? No, not particularly. Got a bunch of dew, which is kind of nice. I may as well turn that into tools and pipes, to be honest. It's not like we're using them for anything else. How much do I need to upgrade the mine? How many pipes? How many pipes? 14. Yeah, sit at 14 pipes. That's fine. And 24 is the maximum amount of tools I will ever need for anything ever, so that seems okay to sit at. Lowered some hostility, that's great. We're leaving a lot of food rotting in the fields. I hate that. I hate that a lot. We should solve it. What do we do to solve that? Two things we can do. We can upgrade the warehouse so that the farmers can spend their time we can get somebody on the warehouse so the farmers can spend their time harvesting and not delivering goods to the warehouse. We can much better. A very good option is also to upgrade human houses to get more harvesting and planting speed, which is definitely my go-to for that issue. Getting a hearth over here wouldn't be crazy either. It is a long walk for them to take a break. So that'd be smart. I need some aesthetics around here. So we'll make a little park over here. It'll be lovely. You're gonna love it. Anyway, let's get to Hostility 3. Put a bunch of people in here. Hopefully this gets done soon. And we'll see how we're doing. Also need at least a person on the blight post. We're not doing great, actually, because we still have no complex food whatsoever. Certainly love to get that going, but it's a little hard. Granted, I can pull you out now. Also, we can't possibly run this many beavers in the mines with how low the resolve is. In fact, we can't run any beavers in the mines. We're just gonna have to cut all wood cutting. I don't like that. I don't like that even a tiny itty bitty bit. But gosh and golly jeepers, I guess that's something I'll have to do, huh? Ick. At least we'll get coal out of the mine, so it's not the end of the world. At least not there. This all needs to go. I gotta get roads there. This is blocking the farm to an extreme degree. Need to blow my nose again, pardon. As a reminder, you can always type !help to see chat commands, and either help me or hurt me in this game by joining the Forest Guardians or the Council of Elders. TikTok's done. Wonderful. Yeah, let's just pop that reward right now. We want some crop packs. We want the building materials. We also want somebody making pickled goods and jerky at some point. So let's get that going. And call it fine. I guess we call it fine. Could definitely sell some dew and cloth. It's fine. The workshop could use some other things to do. Use up those reeds. Still got plenty of stone, which is good to see. Yeah, we're okay. You have no wood to speak of to smelt copper. Isn't that awkward? I guess you can use coal. It is more efficient, to be fair. In terms of BTUs. Or whatever the game equivalence is. Year 5. Does feel like we have stalled out a little bit, but I think we're going to pop soon. And things are gonna turn around real quick. It just feels that way. Power of the Storm will get done pretty soon-ish. We'll eventually get enough building materials to satisfy the need for important delivery. And then we'll get some more blueprints, which we haven't gotten much of any of yet because we haven't gotten any reputation. But oh well. Alright, all the beavers go back to woodcutting. It's very needed. Is this worth popping into? Not really. Is this worth popping into? Also not really. Also, that'd be dangerous, and I don't want to. See you, Donnie. What do you have for me? I have the ability to make scrolls. Not very well, though. I also have the Forager's Camp, which I'd like. Also, allow me to sell off a bunch of my excess food, which is definitely something to say about that. Like, I'm not gonna find any large swamp wheat, so I don't really need the camp that gets me large swamp wheat. Could use the herbalist camp with this giant mushroom patch. This would be wonderful to have, but not available yet. Lumber mill to make scrolls would allow me to do the Totem of Denial. Also make our plank production a lot more efficient. Kind of substantially more efficient, actually. Could be worth trying to pick that up. We'll catch her later. Ooh. Oh, there's some good stuff here. That's for sure. That's for darn sure. Overdiligent Workers is really great. Free barrels to make pickled goods out of, instead of having to spend a bunch of resources making water skins. We're well set up for that, granted, but still, the free stuff is free stuff. Lumber tax also very tempting given how much clear cutting we're doing. That is quite a bit of amber over the course of the game. It'll almost certainly be more than the 10 we'll get from picking it, but I think Workers is... It's good. It's good and smart. If I sent you off right now, I would not get any return for it. Also, the price you're offering is terrible. So I'm gonna just not. Everyone's happily housed, which is good. We're working very slowly on the jerky and the pickled goods. And the building materials. In fact, we're working very fast on the building materials is actually what's happening. Once they deliver that, I'll be very, very happy to upgrade a house or two. Get all this way more productive and, you know, not wasteful. On that note, let's make sure we have some nice roads going from the farms here. Lizards are getting us a bit of reputation, which is great. Also unsurprising given how much, you know, good food we're making for them. Almost specifically for them. Yeah, it's pretty good right now. That was not delivered. Ziadani is leaving. We have 12 amber. Can we / should we get up to 22? We can sell her a lot of grain and roots, because we're about to get a big harvest of those, and we have plenty of food in storage. So it is not insane to sell off our excess. And I think that's perfectly fine. I think I'm okay with that. Great. We can tuck in the lumber mill right here. Look how well that fits. It warms my heart. Also, we need one person actually building our settlement. Also. Okay, maybe we can slow down the building materials a bit. Maybe we can be okay with that. Definitely want to turn all that metal into tools. Ooh, more people. We could use more people. This seems fine. More lizards? More lizards. Put them in the places the lizards are happy in. Uh... Definitely there. Certainly wouldn't mind 3 builders, that's for sure. Maybe that's just good. Also wouldn't mind somebody on this warehouse to help collect the food. There is a substantial amount of value to that. Good. Good, good. Power of the Storm is done as well. Excellent. We're very happy to take the impatience reduction, for sure. And then we found this. Ale, wine, and pigment is very strong. Incense is also very strong. Tea's a lot less strong, though. Stamping mill is kind of useless right now. Normally this is a top tier pick, good pottery, good flour, but there's like no clay on this map, so we really can't. Tinctury is really good, because we'll need scrolls and ale and wine for a lot of things. Would love to make incense, but I think the tinctury is just like better all around. So we'll roll with that. We'll roll with the choice that is better, if you can imagine such a tactic. You clear out more stuff here. Need another lizard house queued up, because we got a ton of them last wave. Lovely. If we're gonna delay this, I wouldn't mind popping this and getting the Drizzle Geyser rocking sooner rather than later. I'm just gonna keep clicking on those trade routes and remembering, oh yeah, I can't use any of those. Look forward to that. Alright. Build the Drizzle Water Geyser, that will be a huge help. Ooh, can we finally get rid of this road obstruction? No, we're 1 tool short. It's fine, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. What's your deal? No copper ore. Surprising, but not a big deal. Okay. We can definitely cut somebody from here now. Get you working on planks here. Trade good packs are going to be of dubious usefulness. But we can most certainly make some scrolls. We will want those. Please relinquish all of your wood. You have no wood. That's good. Thank you. Anyway, this lumber mill will be hyper efficient with planks, which I will be very happy about. What's your problem? We finished important delivery. That's your problem. That's great. Cool. Very cool. Give me that. We want less of these now. The ratio of crop packs to building materials for upgrading human houses is 2 and 3, so I will want 4 and 6 being made, and that will allow me to upgrade houses 2 at a time. Don't want to overproduce on these, mostly because, you know, I don't want to shove food into bags and thus making it completely inedible. Naturally, you can't remove the food from bags. What are you even talking about, you crazy person? We have a order for the clan hall, so that seems like a very obvious choice. And it looks prettier here, so we're gonna move that and put it here. Right, right. That'll be lovely, right next to the lizard houses. Okay. We are definitely looking better. Ooh, we can finally get this cash out of the way. Wonderful. You can chop this stuff. Yes, I want all this chopped. Very good. Thanks, past me, for good placement of those guys. So actually, I kind of want to put that up there. That signal tells me that, oh boy, do I ever need some more purging fire. Let's do that. Nice we make 2 of them now. That'll stretch our fuel out a lot more. And I'm happy about that. Back down to 1 builder. But what else is new? Any good trade routes? I could sell roots. That's a very good price for roots, too. I'm pretty okay with getting rid of all my roots and for that, because we're making 3-star roots. I might have too many people on the farm for the amount of grain we're using. Then again, we're just about out. But then again, I did sell a bunch of it. If nothing else, I want the labor there. Anyway, this dude in the warehouse should help out with delivering the goods. One of the biggest stopping blocks from harvesting all of this is just the fact that we produce so much that you can only collect 2 nodes before you have to empty out the warehouse, which is kind of hilarious. Still waiting on packs of building materials to be delivered. That's fine. Jerky is getting very slowly produced. Very slowly. Wouldn't mind upgrading that, but I think I need to save the pipes for when this geyser pump is finally built. In fact, I kind of want to make that a priority. Housing for the lizards, that's not a priority. What's really important is water. For engines, engine water. Alright, popped open the cache, that's excellent. I will certainly enjoy the money. You have delivered stuff because you're not doing anything, so let's upgrade some houses. Make immediate use of that. And you can get back to making building materials. Now we have a lovely 20% boost to harvesting speed, which will knock this down quite a bit. Or at least enough that we won't be leaving the fields. We won't be leaving much to rot in the fields anymore. Or at least we'll leave less rotting in the fields. Which is all I care about, really. Alright, geyser pump is done. Now this bakery must go into maximum overdrive. We can also pop open some more caches to reduce hostility, which would be lovely. Haven't forgot about me picking silent looting oh so long ago. Alright, storms brewing. You have plenty of fuel, so that's good, and you should be able to Well, you should be able to make it so that we don't die. So that's good enough. Alright. Definitely want to get below 4 hostility if we can help it, because I still have no oil whatsoever. And I don't like strange lights, period, ever, at any point. Anyway, we will get some of these dudes on the post and call it good. Can certainly use the builders. Lizards are a little cranky, but that's mostly because one of them is homeless. I think they'll just be fine, even if it doesn't get solved right away. Whew. This is an okay price, and we have an excessive amount of roots, so that's a trade I'm perfectly willing to make. This is not a trade I'm as willing to make. How we doing here? Can we updo to more human housing? Not yet. Have to have these delivered. Fair enough. Let's get some beavers on the warehouse for the storm then. Make things more efficient. As long as we can't chop wood, we may as well. 4 builders is more than enough, and we really don't have that, like, much we need built right now. Funnily enough. How are you doing? You're just waiting for people to be here. I could move a house over, but it looks so nice and symmetrical. How can I break this? I can't. I can't is the answer. Let's see. We have no training gear or guild hall stuff. Would definitely love to put some lizards in here, though. That's for sure. You two can go right into the clan hall. You can also go in the clan hall for the happies. We can tell people to start making training gear. It's not like we're hurting for rocks or planks, that's for sure. Copper is still getting smelted at a good pace. Smithy is working on all the tools we need. We are kind of cruising. Ooh, hey, one of the chests got looted, and we lowered a bit of hostility, which is good. And somehow we also went up a hostility. Oh, we went up because we got a reputation point, and then we went down because we lost some hostility. That's kind of funny how that works. I kind of hate all of this. Like, exceptional pie is, like, nice and all. Ability to make incense might be something I shouldn't turn my nose up at. But everything else we're not using. So, like, 1-star incense and 1 extra star for pie does not appeal to me. Not for one of my precious blueprints. I think this is worth a reroll. This isn't super better. Wouldn't mind the coats. Also wouldn't mind the better pickled goods and wine. For sure. What do I value more? It's a great question. Like, we're not having too much trouble with human and beaver resolve, so the coats aren't, like, essential. I guess the cellar's good enough. here's fine. I can also just put it in place of the field kitchen because it's literally going to serve exactly the same purpose as it. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure that if I demolished this, those would just go into the storage, but I'm not willing to take the chance on it right now. Food's a little precious. I'll probably need a second bakery at some point. Even fully piped up, I don't think we're going to fully saturate our food needs with just one bakery. You're done. Excellent. Get rid of it. Put down a cellar because it is strictly superior for our current purposes. No wine will ever be produced here, but we can certainly produce it here. Turn mushrooms into it. Basically any mushrooms. We can turn our meat and bugs into some jerky for the lizards. That'll be lovely. And we can pickle eggs, and I guess roots if we really must. Cap that at 80. Sounds fine. Sounds good. Sounds good, looks good. Love it. We can make pigment out of coal or copper, which I'm not thrilled with. But it is something we can do. Also, I have the ability to upgrade some more housing, so let's upgrade some human housing. Get us up to a nice comfy 40% boost to gathering and planting speed. I think that should show up now. 2021. It's pretty good. More people have arrived as well. As few as possible would be nice. This? Well, maybe when the storm ends and we're not risking hitting hostility 4, I'll bring them in. But right now, I'd rather not. Okay, we can get you in here. I would love another human in there, but we can just wait for the immigrants. Guess settlers? Newcomers? I mean, they call them newcomers, so I should just use the proper parlance. Have to be very careful about going over 4 so that I suddenly don't owe the crown a ton of oil. But anyway, we did it. We're at year 7. Hooray! Let's get these people in here. Upgrade the hearth incidentally, which is lovely. Need another human house. We're good on lizard houses, surprisingly, and we'll need one more beaver domicile because we have an absurd amount of beavers. And Sir Renwald is here. He's offering me bonuses to pie, which I'm making a ton of. Sounds lovely. Human resolve feels unneeded. Dual brewing tool sounds nice. I like a lot of this. Pretty happy with that. This is a good price for meat, not gonna lie. It's also a pretty good price for planks, also not gonna lie. Cool. Take that, see what we get. Okay, now, I did mention I need more bakery production, but this cornerstone, is just why aren't you just building a second bakery? The cornerstone. It's steel pickaxes triples our stone production, which I like a lot, because we're using a lot of stone for a lot of reasons. So I'm pretty good with doing that. And let's get our beavers back into wood cutting. Sneak somebody. Yeah, we'll get people out of the warehouse, put you back onto wood cutting. Perfect. We're gonna pop in here, see if we can't get, see if we can't open that up in time before Renwald leaves. Sir Renwald, pardon me, I have to use his honorific, obviously. He's been knighted. Alright, we also want to make training gear. We have that set up, so I think it's just a lack of production speed is my big problem here. Certainly solvable. Certainly solvable. Sure. Alright. Would certainly love to put the same limits on here, but no easy way to just copy and paste, unfortunately. Turn our eggs into pie, turn our roots and whatever else we have into biscuits. Get in there, we're piping it up. I don't think that level of juice is sustainable. But we'll see. If I start running out, I'll just have to upgrade the pump. No biggie. Human houses are all done. Got our harvesting speed down to 21 seconds, which is lovely. You're capped on fabric and bricks. That's fine. I really don't mind you just sitting there and doing stuff when we need the building materials. Alright. If you have opened this, what do you need? Any luxury good, basically. Cool. That's easy enough. We just need to build something somewhere. Wine would be lovely. Turn our reeds into it, that's fine. Probably want to not turn our mushrooms into flour now. Just because they're probably better used elsewhere. Let's get another human on the cellar. This is where a lot of food production is going to happen too, so I should endeavor to make it, to pipe that up. But anyway, we will perform a ritual. Any wine we have, we will dump into the totem. You don't have any wine, do you? No. Could buy a solution to that, but I'm not too fussed about it. It'll get done. What's in here? Rainpunk Foundry. Scary. Also a dead Leviathan, which is not as scary. Though it sure doesn't sound like it's not as scary. But it's not, trust me. Sir Renwald is leaving. This is my last chance of getting anything else from him. I mean, more road movement speed wouldn't be crazy. I mean, if I had excess money, I would buy all of this, but I don't, so. So that's that. More fertile ground over here, which is a lovely sight. Do we need berries for any reason whatsoever? Not really. I think we're just gonna turn this into another farm and just be happy about it. Once all these trees get cleared out, of course. First things first. Yeah. We're pretty much just good right now. I guess it's fine. I guess we'll speed things up. I could have made a Forsaken Altar at some point, by the way, but I feel like things are going well enough that it's unneeded. Which is a nice feeling. You can upgrade that with bricks, that's fine. Fully upgrade that. Lovely. Then just wait for some more pipes. A little slow on flower production, which is a surprise. Should definitely bump up the upper limit, though. We're definitely going to use flour as fast as we can produce it, that's for sure. Maybe you can get on the supplier. That's fine-ish. Don't want to sell my crop packs. I want to upgrade my houses with those. Great. Don't think I'm going to be making training gear fast enough to satisfy the lizards and do the arena event, so probably want to deny them use of that, unfortunately. I do need oil and incense. And coats. Hard to say no when all of that is that useful. Delivering wine, right? How's the cellar doing? Y'alls are producing wine, right? You are, just slowly. Well, produce it betterer. And fasty. More fast. Here. More fast! Do it. I demand. Okay. That should be enough. No longer need to, like, go crazy on it. Yes, we have enough now. Perfect. We have enough tools to open another cache, which I would love to do because of its hostility reduction. What is your problem? No flour? What? And we're capped on pies? That's crazy. Well, we're working on the flowers. Chug along, it's fine. Alright. It has arrived, the year we can't get below hostility 4 easily. Very unfortunate. Very. Lizards might have enough spare happiness that I don't have to worry too much about them. No metal, it's fair. Put you in here just for the happiness. Stonecutters run out of deposits. Well, boy, is that ever solvable. Arena's done. Great. That will actually help a lot with the lizards, because I can stop denying them brawling. And they do not like my rationing one teeny tiny bit. Fair, but annoying. Sell that for a little bit of amber, that's fine. Do need oil made, which means I really could use this druid hut built, and I could also use wood. But things aren't always that easy. Pardon. Could also turn on the happy juice here and the lizards will just be fine. It's probably good. Send that to the Citadel. And that. It's very tool efficient in terms of a reputation for tools. You're working on this, and you'll get it done before the threat goes off, which is excellent. Global Resolve bonus will be helpful. Really hard to bring in people right now. Parts wouldn't be bad. I think I just fast forward a bit. Oop, meat diet is done. Just casually double our egg production. If I do this, I have to cut my last woodcutter because the impatience reduction will push us to level 5, which I'm not thrilled with. So we're just gonna not. You're basically done. I don't need this stuff built anymore. We're gonna go upgrade our last house. Get a lovely 55% planting and gathering speed. Does this not go below 20? Or is the percentages not doing quite as much? Could be either. Unclear. Alright. We got through the storm. Let's bring these people in. Can't pay for the oil. Can turn in meat diet. And this, not doable. Both these rewards kind of suck. They sure do. Alright. See what our cornerstone is. Flame amulets are nice. If I pop Prosperous Archaeology right now, will that be in time for these caches? It will. Ooh. Yeah. That's a real big reason to do that. I already have 2 stars training gear. We still don't need do or tea. Temple's generally nice as a building. I really need the guild house more than anything else. Ooh. Ooh, Sahilda, you brought some nice stuff. Really nice stuff. Like, I kind of want all of this. Definitely want more grain. Everybody moving faster is great. More flour is more food. Then maybe I'll just take all of your money. Ooh, I do need to upgrade another human house. It's like quite a few routes. Like quite a few. Probably some stone. We do have basically infinity stone. Something Thanos, haha. We just want all this, yeah. All this will help our food production to an impressive degree. And now that I have spent all of the money, let's try to get the guild house. Nope. Did not get the guild house. I mean, if I wanted to make the lizards uber happy, the girl would be nice, I guess. Trappers can't, like, if I break into this one, which has some value to it, I will need the Trapper's Camp to pop the Leviathan. That might be worth the blueprint, I guess. For now. You don't have any oil, so we do in fact have to make the oil we need, unfortunately. It's very unfortunate, because I don't think we're gonna make this. Seems unlikely we get 35 oil that fast. Especially if it's not gonna get built anytime soon. Lumber mill. Pardon. We need yet another beaver house. We are capped on space now again. So, I do need to give due consideration to a third hearth. Certainly would love to put it over here. In fact, this is like fine. It's a little cramped, but like, boy, that would make things really, really, really efficient there. Like, hyper efficient. It's probably worth it. Put you in the smelter, put you in the mine. You go in the lumber mill. We don't need people in the workshop. I only put you there because I needed the happy. Supplier needs all the people it can get. Clan hall needs to be fully stocked for the bonus. You're busy there. I guess we're okay. I feel like I'm forgetting something. It's all good. Got all our food productions maxed out with water, so that's what we want. Could also pipe up the lumber mill if I really cared to. Seems okay. Anyway, let's look for trade routes that are worth more than 17. Sadly do not have uh, the tools for that. Got a bonus there, it's lovely. Just collect more amber, it'll be great. Please deliver these planks post-haste. I would like to at least attempt to get enough oil to pay for the thing. Hi! I do love me some better pickled goods. But it's not that much better. I might have to save this to reroll for the guild house, because that's a big deal. Alright, we have some extra labor, get them in the mines. They love the mines, they yearn for the mines. You're done with that. You can collect these eggs because they are in the way of housing. Okay. Druid's hut is done. Let's just get as many people making oil as we possibly can. And we'll give it this payment our best try. And if some resource nodes die, if they die, they die. Doom, doom, boom, 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 Wait a minute, this doesn't capture everything. Oh no. Basically has to be there. Ooh, that captures everything. Yeah, okay, that's better. Closer to the warehouse. Yes. Probably don't need that much food production, but it certainly ain't gonna hurt. No metal whatsoever. Well, go get us some metal. Wouldn't be crazy to upgrade that either. Alright. Hearth here is done. Definitely need space up here, so we're gonna put a woodcutter there. This one can be busy here. Hey, the totem finished. Wonderful. Just slap that here. Let's not get any of these, I guess. Where's my other woodcutters? One's up here. That's still fine-ish, though it's probably more useful over here, if I'm being honest. I need a lot of this cleared, and I need it cleared quickly as well. And you can be busy with all that stuff. That's all good. Didn't happen to make enough oil, did we? We did? Oh dip. Can we turn that in? No, we can't. I guess it wasn't delivered yet. Man, some mushrooms died. Oh well. C'est la vie. We still need more biscuit production. We definitely need people here too, gosh. We're just so short on lizard help. Even though I brought in a ton last time. Like, you don't have to be on the hearth. You can be here. And thus rob me of my only builder. That sounds great, yeah. Anyway. I now only care about one person being here. I mean, this is really terrible incense, but it's probably worth making. Coats might be worth making too, if I'm being real. Maybe I do want this fully stocked, as it turns out. Anyway, if we're gonna be putting a new housing district over here, I'm gonna do one of my favorite decorating techniques. And we's gonna fence our farms. That's gonna look super lovely. Just a legit farming village over there. What do I need? Trade route for 17? Can I make another pack of building materials for that in time? Maybe? Maybe. It's a big old maybe. How many do I need for that? I'll need 9. Let's just cap it at 10 then. The amber to reroll for a guild house, so this is my last chance to change my mind on any of this. I didn't, as it turns out. Don't really love any of these. The cloth here for better coats certainly would help. I guess that's good enough. Getting crowded around that warehouse. I think it's more than time to branch out. We can shove a few of you folks over here at our lovely little farming village. Good. Good, good. Hold on, I'm mathing. Oh, I am building one extra beaver house I don't need, huh? Huh. Okay. Fine by me. See, you've got plenty of people there, so that's good. Da 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 do 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 do. La da da dee da do da do da do da do. I have nowhere we can have ale, do I? Funny that. That's done. Lovely. Not sitting on a lot of tools right now because we run out of metal entirely because mostly we have a lack of being able to produce these fast. Also using a lot of metal on it. Which, I mean, I guess is fine. It is stuff I want to have happening. Can I sneak a few humans into that farm? I mean, if I'm going to be making coats elsewhere, definitely don't need this many people here, for sure. I'll let him finish up his coats and then transfer him. You too. It's a big field. You got a lot of work cut out for you. Can't go below 5 now, huh? That's a little scary. We'll probably be fine, right? Got so much resolve boosting now that our complex food finally popped off. Ooh. Do need to handle that. I am going very hard into Rainpunk. I should not be surprised by this amount of blight. In fact, this would be like certain death if I was playing on Prestige 11 or higher. Prioritize making sure we have enough oil. I would like to pay the death tax at some point. Newcomers won't be here for a while. Its trade route is terrible. I guess I'm fast forwarding through this storm then, huh? Newcomers have arrived, which is quite nice. Cap it at 80 coats. That's fine. Love more lizards. Did not get them. This will be fine, I guess. Not gonna bring them in until the storm ends, though, because that will bump me up yet another hostility level without cutting even more woodcutters, which I don't want to do, so there. The end! Second we get 40 oil, just pay it. I don't want to have to deal with it. I don't want to have to think about it. Emperor's camp has run out. No problem. There's meat. What's your deal? Capped on planks. That's a surprise. Still believe in toolshed meta. Okay. Got through the storm again. Let's bring in the newcomers. We can handle this. We certainly have enough food for everybody. Putting another lizard on the smelter would be a good. Capping out on woodcutters again is good. Zorg has arrived. Maybe he'll even have something useful. You never know. Flame amulets? That is a substantial decrease to the hostility we'll experience during the non-storm seasons. Yeah, it's a good 100 off. Seems okay to me. I mean, I wouldn't mind these. Yeah, that's good. That's cool. Anything worth 17 in terms of trade route. This. It's a lot of wine, but we do make it very well, to be fair. Impossible to get to 17. This is possible-ish. No, it's not. I'd have to up my cap of bricks, which probably is fine, but that's too much of a hassle. There's a good chance we'll have to make this drizzle geyser, because I think we're on a deficit now. I don't want to taper off my food production at all, so I won't. Housing, yes. 16, 26, so I need, this is, have 11. So 22, 24, 26. That was easy. Lizard hosing, we have 12, so we just need one more, and I would love to put it there, but that meat's in the way. Ugh. It's fine. Put it here. It's fine. That's fine. I'm not angry about that placement at all. But what was that horrible animalistic grunting you just did? That was joy at how happy my people are. You buy that? I'll just assume you did. Alright. Well, we got a cookhouse, which is nice. We can produce skewers in it, which I'm okay with doing. God, it just fits so nicely here. Also fits nicely here, to be fair. It fits perfectly here. Alright, we're finally fully saturated on pies and biscuits, which is great. pickled goods are another issue, though. We do not want for materials, we just want for production speed for it. It's gonna be hard to solve, actually. Yeah, it's all fine. Alright, the cloth here, let's put a little sign saying, hey, this is where we make clothes. And then a little road sign that say, hey, this way to the other grain fields. And then we'll put down some flowers because we can use them to dye the cloth. Yeah, that's the ticket. This is done. Pipe it up. Thank you. Don't have the tools for that, actually. Do you have any small caches? No. I have tapped out on small caches. I have emptied my cache of caches. Ha 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 ha. Oh, funs. Funnies. You're so humorous. Oh. Oh, oh. Oh, ho, ho. Hilarious. Might need a second cloth here at the rate we're producing this stuff. We'll see. Cookhouse is complete. I certainly don't mind producing some of this to make the lizards just absolutely ecstatic with me. And another place to make biscuits wouldn't be insane either. Clanol, please. Whiffed again, huh? This is a lot of mushrooms. Ah, another whiff. That hurts. Something good to be said about a temple, though. Right here next to the cookhouse. Feels appropriate somehow. High level of corruption, you don't say. Will admit, am going absurdly hard on Rainpunk this game. But what can I say? It's a heck of a force multiplier. Ooh, that's a lot. That's like a lot actually. Frightening. Let's make sure we're prepped for that. This does get us over 17, and we have a truckload of stone, so that sounds worth it. Yeah, we're definitely using coats faster than we're producing them, it seems. Might have to consider a second clothier. Clothier? I don't know. Alright. Temple's lovely, that upgrades this hearth, which is kind of hilarious how that one got upgraded first. because I never did another park here. That's why. You're a silly person. Right. I need 8, so that's 4. Some benches, and we'll put some flowers around it, and we'll cap it off with some harmony. It's just some ancient stones to remind us that the Queen is always watching us. We can open this cache. I do need somebody building stuff, though. Man, that's a lot of wheat we're leaving on the field. I'm a little surprised our harvesting speed hasn't gotten any better. Is it, like, just actually capped at 20? Could be. Ooh, we're gonna sit at 6 hostility. That's a little butts. Yeah, we gotta pull people out of the mines because it's scary in there. And then put them somewhere happy. The smithy? I guess. I suppose that will do. Ooh, we're out of wildfire essence. That's a whoopsie. How do we not have a stock of 60 oil by now? Is it because you, no, actually how? It hasn't been delivered yet. Okay. Anyway, if we're gonna be sitting at 6, which it sure does seem like we are, may as well put as many woodcutters back to work as possible. What's your problem? Pipe up the smithy? Put the happy juice in there? Still not enough, huh? Okay. Am I insane? Are these beaver houses not built? I locked that one. Yes, that's why not everybody has a house, because I locked one to force us to upgrade. Yes. It all makes sense now. And hey, that upgraded too. Wonderful. Beavers are just not happy. We are dancing on the edge of it. We should lower the number of jerky we make, honestly. I don't care particularly much about lizard happiness at this rate. Just favor the humans for a bit, I guess. Or the beavers for a bit, I guess. We'll get through it. I should just sack wood, except we have none. That's frightening. That's a resource we really need. Like a lot. All that happy juice, and I'm still looking at all these unhappy beavers. Tisk tisk. Low on fuel. Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm aware and terrified. Thank you. What are you guys worried about? You're capped. I mean, great to see. You guys, come on in. That fits just perfectly. Love perfect placements. We do, however, need another house, so I'm going to have to ruin the perfection, unfortunately. We'll put that there. That'll be enough. Although I still want them over there. So this has... No, wait, this is fully upgraded. What am I thinking? I don't need that. It's fine. We're good. Put some human houses over here. Right next to the farm, except that those are fences, so we can't put a road there, and therefore I'm not okay with it. But that's fine. Okay. Beavers back on chopping, then into the mine with you, and then we do more things that will occur to me soon. Yes, turn off this juice, turn on the production juice. Probably don't need this many people on the lumber mill given how many planks we've been using and how much we're stockpiled with. Smelter doesn't need people? Oh my god, we are capped. Great. That is great. I don't want to relieve any of you of duty yet because there's a good chance we will need more. I also need more incense, for sure. Maybe I should fully stock the druid's hut with it. It's not a terrible idea. I've had worse ideas. Then we get lizards in the cookhouse because they're happier there. Get them making skiers. And that's kind of that. Anything good for me, Valise? Better pickled jar is good. It's real good, in fact. Yeah, take that. Don't need to upgrade any more. Well, I mean, we could upgrade some human houses later. Maybe that's worth holding on to then. I mean, the shoes and the resolve would be nice, don't get me wrong. Can't hit 17 on any of these, unfortunately. That's just excessive. I could give some consideration to trade good packs. We are sitting at an extraordinary amount of food in barrels that we're not making any use of whatsoever. And these guys are just sitting idle in the smithy because we're so low on metal. There is a lot going for that plan. Not gonna lie. Anywho, let's actually, plenty of tools. Let's get this one that's actually in the way. We'll get you to do that one, maybe? No. No, let's just hurry this one up. Be efficient that way. very surprised we're keeping up with the need for training gear, though I guess we don't have that many lizards. You go in the cookhouse. Why not? You like it there. Did I leave biscuits uncapped somewhere? No. How do we have such a huge stock? Probably just how the math worked out. It's fine. Can I squeeze some reputation out of the humans? I can. It's probably worth doing then. Lise is leaving. Last chance to get anything from him. Definitely wouldn't mind a lot of this. It's good enough. Oop, never mind. Humans aren't happy enough. Are we really not making the clothes fast enough? We may not be. Are there clearance guys or anywhere to speed all that up? I might not mind it. There's one back there. Little annoyingly inaccessible, gotta say. Not there, not there, not there. Not there, not there. It's even less accessible over there. It's kind of funny. That is so far. Maybe we just be okay with inefficiency. Granted, I could open up a dangerous glade and do that stuff. Should be probably a smart thing. You're done with the rep. It's good. We're at 12 tools. I mean, we'll be at 15 by the time that's done. Oop, got some more global resolve from archaeology too. Good. We are slowly gaining more and more lizard resolve from all the training gear we're making, which is excellent. Don't know if we'll get up to the incredibly high reputation threshold they require now. They are a wee decadent. We're capped on food. I mean, that's great to hear. Yep, it's just good. So if we can remain fully saturated on food, I will remain fully saturated on happy. Alright, everyone has good housing. Trapper's camp has run out. My god. Say it ain't so. We'll just have to get this absolutely ridiculous amount of eggs we have over here. That's certainly worth 24, and I am making these to sell, so mayhaps that's fine. If we ever dip below 30, you can start making eggs here too. Could also bump the cap on these, but it's really not necessary whatsoever. This is upgraded too. That's really lovely. Could use a third service building. I also want to put a nice little planter here just to fill in that gap. And for a little bit of aesthetics, which is kind of needed over here. In fact, let's put like an anvil next to the mine. And like a crate where all the ore goes. couple of boxes where it's like, yeah, this is where all the crap we've dug up gets stored. Some water barrels to cool off the engines. Aesthetics! This game has taken a lot longer than I expected. Don't usually like to hit year 10 on any game I play, period. But oh well. Any high-value trade routes I could be doing? Don't have the pickled goods for that, unfortunately. Should probably, like, make a pack of provision or two. I certainly have the food for it, and I'm apparently never going to be able to click on it properly. Ooh, we might sneak in our last reputation point just through resolve, if things keep going the way they're going. Never did get that guild house, unfortunately. But, oh well. Victory! Glorious, glorious victory. No one died, no one left. Those are the most important things I can get. Before we leave, I just want to look at this, because I rarely get settlements this big, and it ended up being very pretty, in my opinion. Look at the mine. That kind of looks, I kind of love how that looks. Looks cluttered, but it's like all mine appropriate. I like it. All this silly nonsense. So many upgraded hearths. This is a dumb request, but man, I would love to just have like an aesthetics mode or something. I mean, I could go on to like a training map and just, you know, play a game that doesn't end and just build the prettiest town I possibly can, but ultimately the game was made to like give you that village building experience where, you know, you're doing the exciting parts and then the game ends when the exciting parts are done. Where it's like, oh, I got over the hump and now the game will very soon end. So, you know. I love the town, but it's recorded, so let's move on. The distraction worked. The merchant and his guard escaped, and we start with 20 amber for the rest of the cycle. Excellent. What the heck is this? You. Well, seems like I will be toning down the difficulty so I can finish my games before year 8, no matter what. That's what's gonna happen after clicking that button. But it's definitely worth clicking. Gosh, we're gonna have a ton of fragments for this area. That's nice. It's a good start. It's a good start to the cycle. But I am done for tonight. So thank you very much for watching. None of the channels I usually raid are online right now. Well, I guess I'll just call it then. Yeah, thank you ever so much for watching. Really appreciate that. VODs will be up on YouTube, and tomorrow I will be streaming Warframe Wednesday because it's, an alliteration and therefore much more appropriate. And hopefully I'll see you then. If not, just, have a good one. Good one, whatever. And take care. Peace.